years ago, and he said, tough guy. I said, no, I'm not a tough guy, I'm a concerned citizen. Period.
Israel's attacks on on oil and fuel depots there. Well, meanwhile, Iranian officials have named the son of the late Ayatollah Ali Khamenei as the country's next supreme leader, and that's according to state media. In a statement, the IRGC issued its full backing of Mojtaba Khomeini, but U.S. President Donald Trump says that the new supreme leader, quote, is not going to last long.
How's it? Ooh. Hang loose. Welcome to Monks XY, the channel.
Closer.
Oh, jeez. The wire is touchy today. Hello everyone, it's Monday, March 9th. And, let's put this on. We're gonna need some, paying attention to some of this. Okay, get that. Okay. Aloha, it's Monday. And, I have a little bit of a thing with this comment, so I'm gonna get this elephant in the room out of the way. What the frick? Yeah, okay. Quickly. I had some comments about the channel and stuff I say about the channel in the sense of, like, whose side are you on in a thing. One was from, someone I know. I'm not going to try to point out people, but I don't get much comments, so I guess it's kind of like, but, okay, one, right, was from someone I know, and thank you for watching and all this, but the comment had a little bit of, what part of Death to America don't you understand? Kind of like, hey, come on, don't get all snitty on me. Look, the big thing in the news is the war with Iran, and yeah, it's a war because they're going both ways. Now, U.S. and Israel started it. Okay, yeah, and Iran, is... Look, I'm not on Iran's side, okay? I'm not on their side by saying the war is not a good idea. I'm not on Iran's side. Iran's always been a terrible, evil regime.
I want you to go.
George W. Bush, way back when, was going, it's part of the axis of evil. We were mostly thinking he was talking about Russia, because Russia is part of the axis of evil, because Iran is connected to Russia and connected to China. And Iran is, in the 1980s, I remember I saw it all, and it was like, lived for like over a year. They captured Americans in their Iranian embassy and they held them hostage. So it was the Iranian hostage crisis under Jimmy Carter.
Where am I?
Tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree with the song used. Tie yellow ribbons. Bring back the release the hostages. That was and there was under the Ayatollah Khomeini, the first guy, not the guy that got bombed just last week. It's only been a week of war. So, yeah, I've seen all that. I know. I get the Iranian bad and evil thing. I get it. I'm not for them. I'm not, yay, they shouldn't do that. Death to... Yeah, we used to see that all the time. They would take little Uncle Sam's and burn them in the street and burn flags and say, death to America. And it was like, jeez, look at that crap.
Understand.
At least it's way over on the other side of the planet. And none of... just because they have their little protests and burn and say this doesn't mean you go out and bomb them. And most of the presidents were wise enough and knew some intel enough not to just go over and wage war. Rituals. See?
I don't like it.
Rituals, I don't like it. Because you just don't start wars. That was the whole America thing. We have a defense. If you attack us, we'll get you. Big time. But we don't go and attack people. That's what it is today. The Department of War. That's what their idea of that is. So, just because...
Incorrect.
The reason they don't start a war with Iran is probably multifold. Probably connected to Russia. But the reason Jimmy Carter didn't nuke them in the beginning was probably because exactly what's happening right now.
Who am I?
It's basically what's happening right now is we kind of like the USA, we the people, because we're dragged into it now.
Lower your voice.
Lower your voice. You're like, you bleeding heart, democratic, lefty, freaking extreme lefty, you crazy people. You Trump derangement syndrome if you complain. No, look, the war is a bad idea. Not because Iranian good, Iranian bad. The Ayatollah, the last one was bad too. You know, it's because it's not the right way to do it, and the U.S. is not supposed to just go up. Well, not supposed to. Whatever. Where we're at now is
He won't leave.
it's yeah, he won't leave. We tried to impeach him twice. So we kicked a hornet's nest, and they kicked back
Vote for me.
and attacked all the states around them. All the Arabian states were even slightly U.S. So they're trying to attack everybody to get them pissed off at the U.S. So the U.S. would come in, you know, and then it's a kick the hornet's nest situation, and we're all paying for it. And it's not going to be a short-term war; it's going to be a long-term. Even though they say it's going to be short-term, it's going to be long-term. That was the Death to America comment. They've been always saying that. It was not that Iranian good, Iranian bad, but going out and just nuking them out of the blue, that's bad also. So the other comment was something that was a little disturbing, because it said something about, I saw your channel and I watched this video and it was painful to watch. I'm like, oh, you poor soul. I'm trying to figure. And then it says at the end of it, be warned. Like, don't do this. Be warned. And I'm looking at it, like, what the fuck? Is that a threat? Be warned? Be warned. Well, oh God, you know, because there's political violence out in the world, you know, and this is not right. And you can't threaten people on you. That's a violation of policy. And I went and I looked up who's this guy, and he's like a channel, like, I don't know, some Trump P follower, but he's like some, like, I don't know, he posts videos of like you know, kind of a robotic game, like a computer game dancing thing of robot or toys or something, or I don't know.
Understand.
Someone's dad who's has to do dad duty instead of being at the Trumpy rally. USA, because his son, like, hey, what's with this comment? And he came back with why don't you try a pro-America? Why don't you try a pro-America channel instead of an anti-Trump loser? So, yeah, okay, he's a Trumpy. Sorry you got offended. If you want to watch something that's like pro-Trumpy, go find something that's pro-Trumpy. They got rallies and stuff. USA, USA, little bobbleheads. Everything Trump says, they applaud and stand up and bow down and boot lick and kiss his ass. They got plenty of people like that. Go join them. You'll be in a group of similar thinkers. But I am pro-America. Pro-America. Me, yes. See the flag? See the flag? Oh, wait, okay. Get it going on. It's supposed to be flying right now. Yeah, I done Boy Scout, all this kind of stuff. Pro-America, sure, yeah. But, here, let me explain, because I guess in Trumpy land, things need to be explained a little bit clearer. America good, Trump bad. Office of President good.
Check.
President right now bad, should be impeached. That guy shouldn't even be in there. I'm pro-American. I'm back to the thing of, like, you know, the whole Thomas Jefferson, those early guys, they would always argue about how to put together a constitution. Think of me as a U.S. constitutionalist. The U.S. Constitution is the law of the land. That encompasses what we gather around to be America and Americans. Together, united, pluribus unum, Americans together under the United States Constitution. No one is above the law. That's the law. Trump is against the Constitution. Trump, is anti-American. He didn't put his hand in the Bible when he swore in this term. He's done so many stuff that's anti-Constitution. He's like the unconstitutional president, and not abiding by Congress and destroying what is America with the what's delineated in the Constitution. Separation of the powers, the three branches of government, the balance of power. All these things he's violating, and he's executive order. So it's like an add-on power that he's just abusing, and those things some of them are unconstitutional, and they get challenged in the court, and he doesn't obey the court. And where does he get off to be immune to criminal charges? He shouldn't even be in the presidency, because he was convicted of being an insurrectionist in a state. So technically, by Constitution, he shouldn't have been on the ballot. Shouldn't have been allowed to run the second term, because he was against the Constitution, which he swore, apparently without a Bible. What does he do? This fingers behind the back? Just kidding. I didn't really swear to protect the Constitution. See, Trump is saying Trump first, not America first. He's out there selling it like successful campaigning. America first, USA, America first. And people are going, USA, America first. But he's really Trump first. I get it, where MAGA is a cult of personality, where they are basically worshiping a central cult figure, which is Donald Trump. He's the center, the main leader of the cult. And that's MAGA. And he's also geared, and he's made them kind of like his SS Gestapo people with the ICE agents. And then the billionaires who are kind of architecting the Project 2025, which is now Project 2026, I guess. It's all behind the scenes of dismantling what makes America and allowing all the power to go to a single person, which is anti-American. America, no kings. There's 5 million, 7 million people that agree with this in protest. You don't have all the power under a person, an autocrat, a monarch, a king. You don't do. That's not American. That America was founded against that. So, I think I made my point. Trump is anti-American, really. And he should have been impeached, and you should get him out of office. I'm for America. I'm for America so much that this is bad for America. Can't wait till they get back to like a real president. I don't care if it's a GOP guy. Someone who's actually a president, who actually thinks and talks and has some type of respect for the office and the Constitution, ultimately the U.S. Constitution. Trump right now is on the last verges of, not dropping over from being an exploding double melted cheeseburger, but he's on the last batch of taking down elections with the midterm elections, because the popularity is down, gas prices up because of a war that's down, and he wants to screw up the elections. That's it. That's the last thing. Once there's no free elections, and he's accusing others. I'm going to accuse you of cheating on elections. In 2020, I accuse you of cheating on elections. And he's going to use his ICE agents and gather all the voting polls. An accusation of others cheating, and he's going to cheat himself. He's going to tell you who won. He's going to count the votes himself. Looks like I won. Or all my MAGA friends win, and all my tech bros win, and all that stuff. And the rest of the people who thought he was a great economic, he's a billionaire. He's good for us. He's promising us billions.
How do you feel?
He lied to you. That's how his campaign works. He lies to you. Now when he does something to get away with something, he continues to lie. I can't believe that he lies directly to the public. Lies directly, a lot, and big, and a lot. And then, but what's even more mind-boggling is about 40% of the MAGA crowd are still believing. Yes, we believe. He's going down. He's anti-American. Really, truly. and we need somebody else. And we're in this war that's not going to be short. It's going to be long. Watch. And it's just going to cost. And we can go into a recession because of this war. It could go into recession time. I'm not trying to just be boogeyman. These are like what people actually calculate. It's like, holy crap, what did you do? And now that that is unleashed in Iran, and all of that Middle East crisis is now back, and they're choking off the oil transportation. Oh, thank you. Drowned. And yeah, it's a huge mess, and we're in it for the long haul. F you, Trump. Really. But if you don't like me being anti-Trump, go someplace else and do not ever threaten me, because this is, it's law. It's against the law. Everyone thinks that Trump does shit against the law, so now they can do shit against the law. Oh, he's gonna be billionaire. He's got $4 billion for being president. I'm not supposed to do that. But everyone else thinks they're gonna get rich. You're gonna get poor, and it's gonna go into recession. So all the MAGA people who voted for him are gonna get bit in the ass by this guy, and with the stuff that came out of this guy. And if Trump drops dead because too many cheeseburgers or something, and the mechanism is still in place, every single person in his cabinet, all the secretary of whatever, each and every one of them is incompetent, cannot do their job. Each and every one of them. Secretary of War, incompetent. They can't do that job. I mean, the FBI director can't do their job. They're incompetent people. They're only selected for favoritism. So we did something, we put you in this position, and now do what I say. And they're just selected only because they're loyalists to this newfound Project 2025 king, the insurrection king. That's the only reason they've been selected. Kristi Noem got booted because she looked a little bit like a lot of money. It's $220 million. What the fuck? And she doesn't know what she's doing. None of these people know what they're doing. And Trump, with the war, doesn't know what he's doing. And now we're going to pay for a long time, because even if they stopped it and went back. So right now, even if they got somebody else in the presidency, they got to take away all this. It's a horrible mess. And right now, why complain about it? But all these people that go, oh, be pro-American. I am a pro-America. Pro-America right now is being dismantled by these idiots. And it's not good. And being a Republican or Democrat or this or that, it's like senseless with this MAGA. Oh, if you're anti-Trump, you're anti-American. Quite the opposite. Trump is anti-American. He's destroying America. And people are really gonna wake up to that. I mean, Jesus, it's gonna happen in gigantic, horrible ways. I don't know. Everyone thinks Trump gets reelected and everyone goes, USA, USA, feel good by chanting USA. It ain't happening that way. So, in Iran, they elected a new leader, the son of the Ayatollah. So, same old, son of Ayatollah. Which is what Trump didn't win. Trump didn't want the son of Ayatollah, but so what? It's kind of monarchy thing. It's this inheritance, which is what those people in Iran are revolting in the first place. So none of the situation is going to change. It's going to be the same old. The guard's still there. They got son of Ayatollah, and they're going to continue bombing. In Israel, of course, they're going to continue bombing because Iran wants a nuke, not for USA. Iran wants to nuke Israel. That's the whole that and oil is what the whole. Okay, too much. If you want to go pro-Trump, go someplace else. And don't threaten me, bro. Okay, this is Hawaii News. Hawaii 6, we're gonna have electric prices go up. Okay, for the next 2 years because they're on a monopoly. Orion Defiant. So here's Ayatollah, son of Ayatollah, and yeah, and there's a big giant smoke because they're bombing Tehran, because they keep on bombing, because Israel don't like them. And then there's some baseball. Yeah, I'm not in a good mood right now. I don't know. There's more baseball. That doesn't make me happy. I don't care. I don't care about baseball. Let's see. This is just to make fun of. Okay, look, it's 1974. Yeah, like you always look in the past like it's great. It's not always great. It's the same old, same old. 1974. Oh, you want to just politicking with free iced tea. So Sue Strickland, Republican candidate for lieutenant governor, because in Hawaii, Republicans are like the little crowd. The Democrats are the big crowd, but the Democrats are also like the old crony system in Hawaii. It's kind of the reverse from the mainland. Oh, have some iced tea. Vote for me, Sue. Right? Okay. And you're out. And the political cartoon. My
poll numbers are way up since going to war with Iran.
Those are the gas prices.
Dumbass. It's gonna be who's in control of the oil? Not anymore. I'm listening. Doesn't matter. Because what's happened, what's been destroyed so far in America is really shocking. Okay, so what do we got here?
Explore the skyline, trials, preserve an air, Trump political report on
I guess we'll do this one since we're on like, oh, we don't want to be anti-Trump.
Trump not to blame for Iowa's poor affordability.
A year into the administration, what is clear is that they are not doing enough to make life more affordable for people in Hawaii. Hawaii's U.S. Senator Brian Schatz said after the State Union address.
Hawaii Congressional Delegation Penn's speech, cite article February 25th.
President Donald Trump has been in office for only 1 year, while our cost of living has been one of the highest in the nation for years. The U.S. Census Bureau's latest figures show Hawaii's population has shrunk due to out-migration of 5 of the last 6 years. Much of the loss comes from people leaving for the U.S. states. The Democrats in one-party state are largely to blame for the affordability crisis many residents face. It's pretty rich for Schatz to lay blame for Hawaii's high cost of living at Trump's feet. The exodus from Hawaii will continue as the Democrats keep finding excuses for their boneheaded policies. Bert Oshiro, Hawaii Kai. Oh, thank you, Bert, for sending in your letter. No. There's always been higher prices in Hawaii, basically because we're in the middle of the Northern Pacific and it's shipping. And that shipping thing and people and the greedy companies are just gouging. Because everything gets shipped in, including food. The Democrats have always been in control of Hawaii since the first it's become a state, because it's kind of like Hawaii's like, they don't like change, and it's like governance, like for the people. So they're always so the Republican Party here in Hawaii has really always been small. The Democrats have always been big, and they're the old cronies. So the corruption is in the Democratic Party. Yeah, this is Hawaii, and yeah, it's just been that way. It's always been that way, kind of thing. So when things go wrong, it's always blaming the incumbent party. But not nowadays. Laying it at Trump's feet, it's gonna be that, high cost of Hawaii anyways, on top of more high cost because of Trump. That's what's gonna be happening. And dang, boneheaded policies. That's exactly what's going on. But hey, I don't know what to say. Sorry for it being long. It's a bit of a rant. But what's going on now? It's not Biden's administration for leaving the borders open and fentanyl coming from China through Canada. Biden's fault, and the open border and those damn Democrats and their liberal policies. Yeah, blame that when actually the blame doesn't effing matter. Because these guys right now are tearing things apart, and it's already affected the economy. So that's where people are really gonna wake up, when it's like real heavy duty bad economy. And James. And what we got? Oh yeah, don't forget, it's Mongoose Monday. It's Monday. My channel's been challenged. But, it's all the fault of the Biden administration. Re-elect Trump. Yeah, right. Okay. Anyways, it's Monday. It's gonna get worse. Have a great Monday. Aloha. Bye now. Aloha.
Aloha to you. Sorry about being long. Challenge my freaking channel. Go ahead. Watch something else. Aloha to you, though. Aloha to your likes. Aloha to stay.